Hi everyone, I'm Shanti, the artist behind Shanti Fine Arts. Today is another oil pastel tutorial, and for today's subject matter, I have this girl looking at this surreal landscape with hot air balloons. Let's find out how I painted this. In this painting, I am working on a black Artagain paper, which along with all the materials used in this painting has been listed in the video description below. So I'm starting off the painting by blocking the entire sky area with the lightest shade of blue that I have, and sketching out the whole general area. After that, I'm moving on to my sapphire blue, and till now I'm using only my mungios, but I will use both my mungios and senneliers and all the shades of blue available in each of those 12 shades of sennelier and 48 shades of mungio to get the look of the night sky perfected. So once I had the initial couple of different blues put on, I am using a little tissue paper ball, balled up, scrunched up, and then blending the entire colors. Then I'm coming back with my sennelier light blue color and then blending that as well. I'm adding some black and very dark blue in between as well, and blending those two so to create the dark and light effect. Always remember that the areas that are closer to the moon will be lighter than the areas that are farther away from the moon, and the cloud facing the moon will have the highlights, while the cloud areas away from the moon will have the darker areas. That is the general principle I have followed in creating the sky and the night sky and the cloud in this entire painting. I have used very little white at the very end of the creating the sky for the highlight areas. Mostly I have done it with the blues and a little bit of gray as well. For the moon though, I have used straight up white and then went around it with darker blues to make it the shape perfect. On the hot air balloon, you can see that I am putting different colors in different areas, and then I'm going around with the black and adding shadows in the right areas. For the surrounding areas, to create the shape, perfect the shape of the hot air balloon, I'm going around the surrounding areas with blue and black. Away from the moon, I'm using more black. Closer to the moon, I'm using the lighter colors, because obviously the moon being the light source here, the things that are closer to the moon will reflect more light. That's the general principle here. This is the only hot air balloon that is so detailed. The rest of them are much less detailed. For the light or the fire in the hot air balloon, I am going around the edges with orange and then coming back and adding a little bit of yellow in the center. For the ones that are farther away, it is much more simpler, but this only single one that is closer, I have added a lot more detail. The ones that are further away, what I've done is I have created the balloon area with a gray first and then added the shadows with blue and then touched it up with some little bit of black as well to add more of the shadows and refine the details of surrounding areas. And for the fire areas, all I have done is create an orange triangle and then come back with the yellow and add a little yellow line at the center of the orange triangle. That is what I've done in each and every other ones of the hot air balloons which are further away, apart from the third one, which I've added a touch more detail, so it's kind of in between the more detailed and the very less detailed hot air balloons. And the little dots that you see with white are kind of the symbol of it's kind of trying to show a starry night sky, but I think I made them a little bit too big. For the grassy lands, I have used a lot of greens and blues and purples, and the purples I've used the brightest yellows and greens just underneath the moon, and the further I have moved away from the moon, I have used more of the blues, dark greens and purples even, to make the dark to light look and make the
under the moon area more prominent and create the light source, keep creating the light source area more prominent. Once I'm done with the entire grassy patch area on each side, then I will move on to the final element, which is the girl figure. Now, although my style is realistic, I have to admit that on this particular girl, I have gone into much more brighter colors than you would see on a girl if it is a night a painting that is done in the night, so it probably would not be this bright, but I just went along with the surreal feeling or a look that I was going for, and it just seemed right, so I added a lot more brightness to one side of the body of the girl than it probably should be added in a true realism. So it's more surrealistic than realistic, if you would agree to that. And that's pretty much it about this painting. I hope you like it. Just let me know your thoughts in the comments, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching.